What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing? What's up, Christy? What's up, Graham? Robert? Thank you guys. What's up, Scarlett? Had to alter my time by a few minutes. Sorry, guys. The dog needed to go out. How's everybody doing? Christy, you're very welcome. What's up, Ryan? Everybody okay? Ryan, Brenda. What's up, Miss Mary? How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We'll get Miss Mary on one of these lives one night. I need to do a test run with you, Miss Mary, and do and get my my system audio fixed. I think that would be fun. I want to start having guests on. I'd like to get Josh on one night. What's up, Selfish? Pepper, Umber Beast. It was a boom, boom, baby. Thanks, Miss Mary. Did a little recording for one of my friends a couple of days ago. That's making an album, so I do a little audio recording. I love it. Question on Josh's leaps. Okay, Selfish, let me show you where that's at. So here's the main page on Webull, and you bring your options tab down. Okay, and those were calls, right? So what you have to do is there's a tab right here that says strikes, and most of the time I run 30. It'll show you 15 in and 15 out of the money at whatever date. So when you go out like that so far, um, I think those were, yeah, 116.26. All right, here's the January 16. What was the strike? Selfish. Oh, 440 Weebles. No, they were 440. I looked at them. Um, 116.26 strike 140. It would help if I get on the right ticker, right? AMD. Okay. So you bring your options up, and you're right. January 16th. What was the strike he wanted? 140. Question on Josh's leaps and strike. 116.26 strike 140. Is that what he said? No, it was a 200 strike. Selfish. 116.26 200 strike. So you have to display more strikes. You can do all or 50, right? Yeah, 200 strike. So here, 430 and 440 right here. Hopefully that helps you out. The tutorial for Weeble options. There you go. Set. Yeah, I think you just had the strike wrong, Selfish. You probably just looked at it wrong. Big boys moves. Are you talking about the little one that I made, or are you talking about the general tutorial that Weeble puts out? Uh, if you're talking about the one that I made, it's pinned under it's pinned under the Spylord tab. If you go to Spylord on the PC, it's right here, pinned messages. It's the first one up, and then there's my Discord link if you want to upgrade. So if it's on the mobile, I think you have to tap on my name. If that's what you're talking about, or is there something else that I'm missing? Oh, General One. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to look. Somebody else asked me that. So I found today, if you go if you go down here to where it says more, there is a pre-built options trader. And it comes with the turbo already loaded, or you can just do regular options, however you want it. That's pretty handy. There's some pre-built. See, like this isn't too bad. And then it's got your order entry on it, but I guess Reginald, thanks, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, my man. So this setup's pretty cool, and you can add any of these blocks up here. You can remove this widget or add a widget, however you want to do it. If you want to add one, you can do like add Turbo Trader options, and it's going to pull it up right here for you. You can always click, drag them, make them bigger. I've just noticed on the Turbo Trader options, you have to go in and set it up first on, let's say we just want to look at calls, so you got to switch it to calls. On the bid, you need to change this between over to like dot 50 up to like whatever the upper end of what you usually look for on options, so it displays the right things. Because The Turbo Trader doesn't want to display a butt ton of options. It just don't want to do it. So you could do like between 50 cents and $4, and it'll only display 10. So, I think the Turbo Trader, and then you go in here and adjust, if you want to buy two at a time, you change your manual input over to market, which is how I play SPY. I just do market orders because I'm in and out fairly easy. There's not much spread. And then you kind of got the whole, then you can change the open interest to above. Let's cancel this, go back to my setup. So we go to options. I'm still on AMD. Let's go back to SPY. There we go. I don't usually have 50 displayed. We'll go to 30. So if we were looking at calls, 604. Let's go out to tomorrow's strike. Open interest. So below 10,000 probably. Above 100. How's it do this above 1,000? Huh. I don't know where you would set that. Let's do below 100. Hmm. Huh. I have to play with turbo some, man. Some people love it, but this isn't a bad little setup, and it comes pre-built. You got a day trader's number 2 here. It gives you some different data. I think you can replace this with add a widget, and then select all widgets, and then you can go options, turbo options, I guess, calendar top options. No, that ain't it. Ah, that's a little different. Here, turbo trader options. There you go. So you can usually replace these widgets with another widget. You know what I mean? I've kind of just added, you can add your tabs up here. What is this? Quotes? Yeah. And then anytime you want to move this and have it on another screen, you can have one of these tabs on each screen anytime you want to. What's up, yeah, boy? Thanks, Reginald. Appreciate that, brother. If you ever want to move this around, you come over and detach it, and then you can just move it around like a window, put it on another screen, put it on, if you got multiple screens. If not, you can flip through these tabs up top. And then I kind of add mine that way, right? What's up, Paul? Everybody okay? Okay. Let's go over. What's up, Julius? Let's go over. We had a good day today, man. We had a killer day today. I wanted to look. Um, I wanted to look back at some of the setup. What's up, Pronta? Okay, let's go to 5 minute. Look at the day. We came out of the gate swinging today. We had a bunch of, good Lord, we had a bunch of good calls today. We ran these puts down, I think, right out of the gate. I did miss this reversal, and took me a minute to sort of find. I like to go back to the previous day, guys. I don't know if you guys do this much. What's up, Mike Con? But going back to the previous day, to find supports and resistances, I had 596 as a support. That was pretty much the lows of yesterday. But that reversal, if you look, we had some we had some instances yesterday where this level was acting as resistance, like right here on these candles, this candle, all these candles right here. This line was also holding, so I should have saw that. I missed it. You can't catch it all, but having yesterday's highs or where we ended the day somewhere in through here, having that mark, it's not a bad idea, and it often helps you catch some reversals. And even though we rode those puts down very successfully, um, if I would have had this 597.90 or so marked from yesterday, we could have reversed right there. Instead, we enjoyed a good run down on this, and then we had to start catching movements up after we started making highs here. And then Nvidia started ripping, so Nvidia also carried us up for the day. We had a bunch of good plays this morning. I think everybody was pretty happy. Um, as far as right now, what I'm looking at, what's up, Circle? Justin, hello from Virginia, Arizona. Paul, yeah, I'm going to try to extend when Josh is done. If he's done at like, I'm talking Eastern time, 11:30, I may break for lunch and then come back for afternoon, or I may just flip over after 10 or 15 minutes and then come on and go live for a couple hours. So I'll definitely be live some after Josh though, one way or the other. Um, I took Does anybody have any questions about today? Is there anything that you guys missed? I like to go back and see what I've missed, and uh, a really good. I can't remember where I didn't make my marks or my notes. What are you doing, girl? Man, hi, baby girl. Say hi to everybody. What are you doing? Oh my God. What's up, Damar? How are you, baby girl? Yeah. Oh, this is Maggie. What's up? Hello, Barbara. So, is there anything about today that you guys are wondering? What did I miss? What should I have held? What should what exactly did I miss? So, we had one one spot I know we marked. Selfish, I hear you. Working, listening on AirPods, working and trying to keep up. I feel you, selfish. I've been there. I have been there. Okay, this was okay, Graham. Good question. And selfish, tell me if there's something I can do different to help you. Are you trading some while you're working and listening live on your earbuds? Is that what you do? If there's something I can do different, please tell me, and I'll try to do anything I can to help you. Okay. So this was the top of morning structure. If you notice, I gave uh I gave puts right out of the gate this morning. They were right here. If anybody was live with me, you remember. Okay, selfish. If there's anything I can change in the future, please tell me. Okay? Anything I can help you with. Pronto, we'll get it here in just a second. Here was here was the bottom of pre-market, and I was confident. I was confident because, for one, this MACD right here tried to show. See that how it tried to pop up right here? This last candle of pre-market kind of makes you want to think, hey, this is going up, and immediately reversed. Well, when we got that first red candle right to the bottom of morning of the pre-market, I know technically, yeah, that's right. That was the bottom of pre-market. Let me turn off the night mode. Here we go. This candle wicked right off the same level. I was confident breaking this was going to shoot us down and test some of this structure from yesterday. The only thing I missed, and I think Charles or somebody caught it this morning, was loading calls right here. but we had a really good run on this first opening. You know, I don't often trade the uh, uh, first minute or 5 minutes, but I did today and I did yesterday. If you guys remember, we scalped calls to the upside off this first candle. That was just because of the big sell off and bounce. So when we come over to today, this had to this that MACD told me it's going to shoot back down right quick. It was fast. What that happened in 20 minutes. So I did miss that. Selfish, I will take more than one contract some. Um I often go really low when I'm with everybody. I do one, two contracts a lot, three contracts. And sometimes if I say taking one, I mean that's me taking a starter position. And if I'm at an indecision point where if I'm not super confident, I think a good skill set and a good mentality is staying low risk. What's up, Shelly? How are you? So yeah, there are plenty of times when I take more. A lot of times one is a starter position, and waiting for confirmation to add is fine. You could take one, two contracts, three contracts. It just depends on what your position size is. And then if I'm not online trading, I'll trade more contracts. But I like to, not everybody goes off exactly what I'm doing or what I'm saying. I think my levels and uh, risk management are what we're doing here. It's helping people. So yeah. Um, Really, I don't think we started getting into calls until we started breaking right here. I missed this little run here, and it was a good one too. It was a good one. But we had several calls today, several call outs today, all successful. Uh, we had these touches of VWAP here on the 5. These were great call outs. This was a great ad zone. We broke the 9. We came down. I need to change. I've been running the 20 EMA some, guys, testing it out. I'm not crazy about it. But I like it on the 1 hour. I really like it on the 1 hour. I've been leaving it on my chart. That's the blue line. And we came down today. We tested it on the 1 hour and moved up off of it, which was bullish to me. Now, here's our next resist, 605.30. There was a gap up. Let's look at this. Oh yeah. 605, pretty much. And then what did it get today? Yeah, 605.30. We'll set it right here. 605.25, we'll call it, guys. 605.30, something like that. Here's resistance now. Tie, that is great. There's nothing wrong with that. Increase to 2 or 3 when you're more comfortable. And before you know it, you can start picking up 5 and 10. Um, I did scout. I scalped 5 or 10 at the very end of the day. I got back home really late to get my car worked on. But I tried to come back on this afternoon. I couldn't get back in time. Tomorrow, big boys. I'll do my best, brother. I will say, I don't know if anybody took. I'm trying to give a little more coverage. Here was my Amazon today, and I gave all of this pre-market 236.30. Let's just go back here and look and see what I said. Here we go. Amazon above 236.40 calls. Amazon ran from 236.40. Oh man, looky there. Almost 242. This would have been a cut zone probably for me, 240. Still 4 points, man. If you held more, you did. That was a good run. I had that call out free market, and then I also did Apple. I don't know if any of you guys caught this. 232 and then 236.20. And here is 232 on the nose. We broke it immediately out of the gate. And then we broke 236. What I have? 236.20 right here. So that was another great run. That was 240. So 232 to 240, 8 points, guys. If you took it late, still caught 5, 6, 7 points. That was a that was a big move. Those were big dogs there. Um, I get looking at so many things I can't take it sometimes. Suey. Okay. Okay. So somebody asked what we got for big boys. I will do my best. Did I miss something selfish? Can you tell me if AMD coming below 110? Let's do. Let me look at something here. My computer's acting a little sluggish. I'd say true support 600.50 on SPY and 603.40. I'd like to hold above 603.40. Let's come over here and make that make sense. Yeah, right here. Right here's your support. Intraday support, you know. We want to hold over this line, okay, guys? So here is man, my computer's being slow, guys. I'm sorry. Running a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely support me. 603.35. There's your support line. 603.35, 603.40. Mark that on your chart. We need to hold above that. After that, I say 600.50, 600, somewhere in that neighborhood. Basically, the top of morning structure from the day. Okay. Christy, when you look at this from, let's look at it on a 5 minute for a second. For this quick play down, I had defined support at pre-market low right here. Now, just happens to be that's where the first candle closed, right? Second candle started up right underneath it. And I go down here, even on a 5 minute, look at this RSI dropping. And then look at the MACD pointing downward. The signal line's pointing down. That was opening up to a quick, I mean, it was a quick move, but that gave me confidence until even on the 5 minute, I saw, hey, 5 minute is oversold. Look where it's oversold. It's oversold right here where we reversed. I should have dumped calls right there, or dumped puts right there, and immediately bounced on a call, and I missed it. I totally missed it. Kashi, I can look at S bucks for you. Christy, hopefully I hope that answers your question. You know, it also, intraday for day trade, this candle closed under VWAP and under the 9. This candle opened under VWAP and under the 9. And it started opening under my support line. My support was pre-market lows. So, okay. Now, T says, can you hold a call or put throughout the day or does it erode? T, yes. Yes, it does. It does decay. So, depending on your strategy, if you plan to hold all day, you don't want to buy zero DTE options. You would want to buy, like, if you're planning on holding the majority of one day, then you probably want to buy 1 or 2 days out on your option, and you want to buy in the money or right at the money at least. So let's say we're live tomorrow, right now. Here's the strikes: 604, is I'm sorry, 605 is your next strike out of the money. And I want to hold this. I'm confident. I want to hold this for the whole day. I'm probably going to buy this. I'm probably going to buy the 604 for, I'm sorry, I would go out an extra day. I would probably buy the 604 on the following day, the first one in the money, to take away some volatility, and take away that decay. That's what you have to do if you're going to hold, longer than just, some of my holds are 5 minutes and less. Some of them, 5 to 15 minutes. So the time decay doesn't necessarily get me as bad, but when you want to swing options, much more thought has to go into it. Cool. Kashi, S Bucks was is it like an earnings play or something? Golly, what happened? What happened to Starbucks, y'all? I don't know, man. What's this thing? Mm, I don't know. I don't know much about Starbucks. I mean, it looks like it was let's go to a 3 minute here. This was all after markets or after hours. Look at this. 98.60 to 100.74. I mean, it stayed flat all day long. So it ran way up and then sold way off, and now it's flat again. As far as tomorrow goes, I don't know. Did Was that a play? I've missed it, I guess. Was that something that we had on the Discord? Okay. Okay, yesterday, if we get a back test of 99 before earnings, this will be a good lotto trade on calls going into earnings. Okay, let's look at the chart. Let's see here. I mean, Josh is right. This thing's got to get above 100.50. It basically just moved up. It just wicked up and sold off. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a earnings play. I don't know. I would say support for this is 90, 91.50. A little bit here, 89. That, that would be that would be my thing. I don't I don't ever play this, so I don't know much about it. So I'm sorry. I'm not much help on that one. Looks like it was a buy the buy the rumor, sell the news event, kind of. Okay, I got more questions. I'm moving on. There you go. Hawk's Nest tells you about it. Hello, Lena. Yeah, only if the big boys. I think you're right. If you get if you get if you get going in the morning at market open and that thing moves up some and you're in calls, I'd probably go ahead and take it because it's not had very good price action. Like the price action's slow. I guess that's it was a lotto trade from Josh, so I mean you got to treat it like a lotto trade. If you get some movement to the upside and you're in calls, I'd probably take them, and keep your stop loss fairly tight. Where's Silver Insiders, you're right, big boys. What's up, Julie? Let me go back here to Yeah Boy. Yeah Boy. I don't know if I'm ever saying that right, brother, so I'm sorry. How do you identify the pre-market low and high? All right, brother. Pre-market, let me turn off the indicators. Do you see, you have to have extended hours turned on where you're not going to get those grayed out areas. See the grayed out areas? That's pre-market. So pre-market highs were here. That was another go long for me this morning when we started moving over it. We had a ledge right here I wanted to get over, which was where we got our first reversal candle off this run up, but it came back and ate right through it. So then my next level this morning was here, which is why I've got that box drawn right here. Um, and then I had, there was a little bit of structure here. You see all this little crap? There's no volume on this. Look at the volume. You see my volume up here? 150, 200, 3, there's no volume on this. And when you start getting closer to market open, they start packing a little more weight. And the structure makes, it's a point of reference to me. Especially when you get a big sell-off and a pop out of pre-market or after hours the day before. Those levels start giving points of reference. So that's how you just identify the low and the high of pre-market, and oftentimes you'll find those are points of interest throughout the day, points where they'll come down to and back test. You see this dip from yesterday right here. Let me zoom in. Look at this. I missed this, man. I missed this right at the end of the day yesterday. Look at that. Came down and then immediate reversal. Look where we reversed today. Same spot. And I missed that. So these reversal points matter to me. That's how I get a lot of my levels. Let me move down here. So Julie says, Robinhood account, I've never traded after hours. Can you give me insights on how to do that? I mean, can you just trade like normal or just me? Yeah, Julie, there's not much liquidity. The movements are really slow. It's like futures in the overnight market. They just don't move that much. You can't trade options. You can only trade shares, and I would probably guess you have to do the limit orders only. Sometimes you can catch some moves if there's news, that it can work in your benefit. Yeah, options are only. What's up, David? Trying to learn options. Yeah, man. Lena, yeah, it's recorded. You can go back on YouTube and watch it. Um, David, glad you're here. Glad you're learning to do options, man. If there's any questions you have, please feel free to ask. Josh gave lines for SPY and alerts for live trading tomorrow. Yeah, Julie. And the last, uh, if you'll notice, the last thing of the day I called was right here. Under 604.80, we could catch a quick move down. Now, if I ain't mistaken, and I did not talk to Josh. I'll show you where my line was. Right there. 604.79. I wanted it. This is why, because this zone right here, look here. See how these line up? Look at this reversal point. Look where we held. We held it. I wanted it on this candle. Didn't get it. But I got it on this candle. And then we ended up getting this. So that's why I had that level 604.80. And I caught puts right here at the very end. This wick right here, this crazy, ridiculous, stupid candle knocked me out, and I had to re-enter this one big old ugly looking doji or whatever you call it. And I had to get back in, but I caught that candle and that candle all the way down. Remember, on the SPY, you can trade your option 15 minutes after market closes. So as long as it's not 0 DTE, you have to go out a day. But I caught that move, and that is a good level. You need to have, as of right now, we're under it. My computer will stop lagging for a minute. Yeah. So that's going to be first resistance and then 605.30. That was a good level though. I was watching the same exact level. David, yeah. He killed Nvidia, man. I would, anybody that caught Nvidia when he posted it, he actually did Nvidia puts off out the gate. I would have had it here. Yes. Under these pre-market lows, it started ripping through. And he rode these puts all the way down. And then he called those leaps down in here. And you see what it did. So, it's got a, you can see this big 133.40. That we got to get up there over that. So I'd say 129 going to be resistance for now. That's right, Julie. It was a great day, big boys. Yeah, yeah. We had banger after banger today, man. We killed it. My cat is killing me. Okay, so did I miss anything? Yeah, Dwayne. Uh, yeah, Julie. That's probably what we'll trade tomorrow. Yep, yep. 15 minutes. So if you get, um, if you get, if you get a level like I was getting my 604, I had 75. I remember now. I had 604.75. Josh had 604.80. And the reason I got that, somebody just asked, was because of this reversal point right here. I marked the highs and then I marked a lot of reversal points when they when they find a place, look at why this held 603.35. Look at this, it wouldn't break here. So when you came back to it, it's a moment of decision uh, that has to be that has to pose a question to you. Well, it was resistance here, resistance, okay, support, come back to the same spot. It came down and then moved over resistance, tested it, it became support. So when the next time it came, I'm leaning towards, hey, it was support back here. I think it could be support again. Now the 5 minute ain't telling me much. Let's go to the 15. We are, yeah, right here. The 15 tried to curl down and bounced up. If I can zoom this in for you. Now you see it. Support, support. The MACD confirmed this because it wouldn't cross under on the signal line. Instead, it bounced and the RSI directed us upward with the MACD. Make sense? Support, I mean, I know it's stupid, or I don't want to say something and somebody's like, duh, but support is support until it's broke. It really is. It's support until it's broke. It's resistance until it's broke through. It may take multiple times to come up against it. Then you want to start looking at other confluence. You know, what's the 1 hour telling me? What's the 15? If I'm trading low on the 5 3s and 5 minutes, I want to know what the 15 and the 30 is saying. And this uh 1 hour gave a cross up on the signal line down here yesterday. So after that cross up, it's been a slow, it gave direction on a melt up. Look at that direction, upward direction. So I have to think bullish while it's pointing upwards. It's not above the zero line of the MACD, but it's still giving direction. Still giving direction. Okay. And even in today, when we had pullbacks, you can flop to the 1 hour MACD and look for direction. You have to get a backup if your plan's saying I think it's a support, you got to confirm it with something else that makes sense. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Let me see if I got any more questions. Oksana, I don't. Do I think there's more downside tomorrow? Well, the daily MACD is through the zero line now. Here's the zero line. That white line, there's the zero line. Can you make those lines bigger? No, wish you could. So the dailies, you know, the daily RSI is above 50. Um, 4 hours giving us, it came down to the zero line and bounced. So if this 4 hour crosses up, I'm kind of leaning a little more to the upside. I could be wrong, but that's why I day trade. uh, I like play levels at a time, and hopefully I start swinging some options here a little bit. Uh, Trying to remain low risk some still, but playing just the 20 and the 50 on the 1 hour. We have reclaimed the 20 and we have reclaimed the 50 after this big sell off. And the 20 EMA did cross up over the 50, so I'm leaning a little bullish. Either way, we got to get above 604.80, then 605.30. That's my two resistances above, okay? Hawksnet, you're exactly right. Bullish Bob, possibly. Yeah, Powell. Let's look at AMD. I kind of thought AMD's got a little more downside. I didn't take it today. I may take a leap on it around 110. So it never really broke out with Nvidia. It used to trail Nvidia a lot, but if you look on the let's look at the daily here. One of the first and earliest and easiest indicators for me for price action. Now this is man, we're pretty well on support, a little bit of support right here, I think. Awful close. 93's down here. Okay. On the daily, I notice we've got, this is sort of a bullish descending channel. If you want to pop that on your chart, there's the channel you're in. I think for me, I want the daily, I at least want the 1 hour above the 20 EMA. And you can see it rejected it in pre-market today. It rejected it in open market right there. The first kind of easy indication I see of reversal is the 20, uh, the 1 hour overtaking the 20 again. Now, if we go to the daily, man, my computer is laggy tonight. Sorry, guys. Let's measure back to this reversal. Yeah, 126, wow, this thing is ready for something. It is ready for movement. 126.50. Got to get over that. Got to get over 126.50. Yes, the POC for that is 108, 109, 108.50. So, it's full of those channels I just drew. Those, you know, right here. Check this out. It comes out of that channel to the upside. Here it is again. Ah, there you go. It looks more like it. This one was a huge rip, and it overtook the 20, even on the daily. Daily's got to get over the 20 to get me bullish, but it is on some support here, close to it. Josh is an evil genius, you know. I think this thing can come on down to 110, yeah. If you're playing leaps, don't let $1 or 50 cents knock you out of an entry. Leaps are leaps, they're just that. So we are in a bullish, some pops are not as good as the others, but we're in a bullish descending channel. So there you go, PT or Powell Tarek. Julie, if they're under, that's the zero line. The middle point is the zero line. If they're up over top of that, it's in bullish hands. If it's under it, it's in bearish hands. Even so on lower time frames, you see even when you had a pullback, the pullbacks aren't as wicked because it's still remaining in bullish hands. It's still, you notice the RSI is never dipping barely under 50 here on these pullbacks. So if you're playing, if you're playing in smaller time frames, you can use your positioning over top or underneath to say, hey, this, you know, obviously they have to start up there even when they come down through it. If it's under and fires through the zero line, it's more powerful. This signal line crossed being under the zero line, but you can also see the direction pretty well. The direction never gave up, I'll say. And when it goes through it, look at that candle. It's a good move. So I use it for direction a lot. You'll see, here's a great example. All this movement here, though flat, gave us increase in price action. Here's the 1 hour, okay? It tried to come down one time, but it remained over the zero line. That was very bullish. When it gave this signal line flip, it remained bullish for days. That's a really good example of that. So when it's up there, it's in bullish hands more so than the bears, and the pullbacks aren't as bad. But you got to follow it to the zero line. If it's down, it's down until it starts flattening. I'm sure I'm behind here. Thanks, Christy. Thanks, Mike. Guys, before I sign off, I'll say my little spiel one time. If you go to the description in the video, the link, if you want to upgrade in the Discord, you can use my link and upgrade. If you're in the middle tier, you want to go to VIP, it supports me. You can use my link. The tip jar's in there if you would like to tip or anything, or I appreciate every bit of support I get. It's my job now, being here with you guys and trying to help. So, consider supporting me. My Webull link is also in there. For anybody, there was a couple people said they were just learning to trade options. Reach out to me on the Discord. You can @ me at Spylord and ask me any questions. We can set up. I do a little bit of one-on-ones, and then hopefully the coaching channel gets launched this week. I can take more. So I kind of been trying to wait on that before I took a bunch or anything. But I'm here to help. And somebody asked me about Webull earlier. I can show you how to trade options on Webull. That's no problem. Thanks, big boys. Lena, a setup video. Yeah, if you go If you go back to my earlier videos on YouTube, I did a setup of my indicators. I run mainly for day trading. I'll switch this to the 200. I don't run the 20 much while day trading. So I use the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. You take you to the 5. I use the 9 EMA as a trend guide, the green line. The red line is the 200 EMA. It's kind of a breaking point for me. The gold line has changed. The gold line, when you go to indicators, indicator settings, you scroll down. I don't run VWAP anymore, the normal VWAP. And you'll see when I turn it on, compared to the middle VWAP band. So I run VWAP bands, and I turn the upper and lower band off and just run the middle, the center band. Okay? That is with the 200 and the 9 EMA. Down here I use the MACD and the RSI. And that's pretty much all I use intraday. Okay, Lena? Now you can go back and catch that little clip if you need to. And if you can't, or if you have problems, just at me in the Discord and I'll answer any question, okay? So I'll wrap it there for now, guys. 605.30. Got to get over that. 603.40 and 601.40 support. You got some support also here and here. 597.40, 599.60. You could call it 597.50. Okay, this will change in pre-market, so don't put too much stock in it for now, but that's our next level to get over. Okay. Any other questions? Y'all hit me up. Thanks everybody. You know how to support me. If you want to support me, just go to the description of the video. If you want to, if you feel like you want a tip, or if you want to sign up under my Discord link, it's Josh's Discord, same subscription. You can sign under my link. You can upgrade to VIP under my link. Okay. All right. Venmo. So Sailfish. It is 1867. Several people asked me that today. 1867. Thank you, Sailfish. What's up, Truthful? Good night, Julie. We're just wrapping up, Truthful. Just wrapping up. We'll get levels in the morning. Sailfish, thank you. Oh, okay, you didn't need it. Thanks. Thanks so much. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm here for you if you need me. All right. Peace. Love you guys. Thanks.